A huge part of being successful is being able to do difficult things. Now, of course, by definition, doing difficult things is not easy. However, I have found that when you study how your mind works, you can make doing difficult things easier. And so that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to talk about pain, pleasure, and the rule of 40%, and how you can use those concepts, principles, and knowledge in order to do the difficult things you need to do in order to be successful. David Goggins, who is arguably the toughest man in the world, physically and mentally, you can Google his accomplishments, has something he calls the 40% rule. The rule states that when you are going your hardest and feel like you can't go any harder, it is at that moment where you are only operating at 40% of your capacity. He discovered through all of his 100-mile-plus runs that there were moments when his entire body was screaming for him to stop, but if his mind kept committing to the race, his body followed. Now, I'm not commending you push yourself this hard, always seek the input of your physician, but I can relate to this 40% rule in my own personal experience. I find that when I'm out of shape and I go for a run, my body screams at me to stop. It throws any excuse it can to slow me down. It tells me I'm going to hurt myself, that I won't be able to exercise tomorrow, and that I'll even die if I don't stop or slow down. But then, an hour later, I'm fine, not even sore, almost as if my body was lying to me about how much pain I was experiencing. When I had that thought for the first time, it was at that moment that I realized something about our conscience and subconscious. Our subconscious exaggerates pain and pleasure in order to get less or more of it, and it's not until we strengthen our conscience side of the mind that we can override that exaggeration and do what is necessary to succeed. Remember how our mind works? The subconscious controls your automatic system. That system can't see the future and only lives in the present. So it seeks to optimize your present with the most pleasure and the least amount of pain. Your conscience is the part of your mind that sees the future and knows that if you don't exercise and do the difficult tasks, your future is going to be harder. When you're doing something hard, you're experiencing pain, which your subconscious has optimized to avoid, so it does everything in its power to get you to stop. Meaning that in order for your subconscious to run your automatic system the way it's programmed to, it exaggerates pain in order to keep you comfortable. When I was on a run and my body was screaming at me, it was exaggerating my pain to get me to stop. It does the same with pleasure. It tries to minimize the amount of pleasure you experience so that you seek more of it. I also know this from personal experience. One of the things I like to do in my downtime is play video games. My mind tries to convince me to play 2 to 3 hours a day. However, I find that when I play that much, I want to play even more, and I'm not satisfied with that amount. However, when I play less, 2 to 3 hours a week, I enjoy that time far more, and it has a more relaxing impact on me. This can be represented by a U-curve, where the optimal pain or pleasure point could be very different from where our subconscious is trying to tell us it is. And the only way to know for sure is if we experiment and push past the exaggerated messages our subconscious pushes to our conscience. This concept is massively impactful because next time you need to do something difficult and you feel like you need to stop, question the message you get from your subconscious because it might be lying to you in order to manipulate you back into your comfort zone. That is going to be what my next video is on, how thoughts are options, not facts, which further feeds into your conscious's ability to do what needs to be done in order to be successful. Thank you for watching. I hope this makes doing what is hard easier for you so that you can go out and do those hard things that need to be done in order to live the life that you want.